Today I'm here to announce that Fight Island is on Yas Island in Abu Dhabi. And, you know, just like I said about Florida, when we went to Florida, how the commission and the government worked with us there to pull off this fight, same thing with Abu Dhabi. These guys have been amazing partners in everything that we've ever done with them. So we're going UFC 251 Saturday, July 11th in Abu Dhabi. And we literally just got Usman versus Burns done. So that card has Usman versus Burns, Volkanovski versus Holloway, Peter Yan versus Aldo, Jessica Andrade versus Rose Namajunas, and Ribas versus Van Zandt. The first card in Abu Dhabi is ridiculous. The second fight will be Wednesday, July 15th, then Saturday, July 18th, and then Saturday, July 25th. And Abu Dhabi has actually created this safety zone on the island within 10 square miles on Yas Island will just be inhabited by us. And it'll include an arena, hotels, training facilities for the fighters that are private so that, the whole COVID-19 thing is covered, dining establishments, and yes, there is an octagon on the beach.
That up. A lot of people obviously aware that his father had fallen ill in Moscow and wanted to get an update, if you have one, on what the situation is, his health status of Khabib's father.
Yeah, Khabib's father in Moscow, and everybody know, it's unfortunate, but Khabib is very strong and his family is very strong and his father is very strong, and he's in Moscow. We see him every day at the hospital, and he's improving. He's opened his eyes, he's responding a little bit, it's a good sign, Allah's in control, and God is in control right now, and we have faith, he will be better, but at the end of the day, it's just really completely just his health, how he's going to progress or not, but he's progressing, and we're very happy about this.
Might feel like bottom right now, it might hurt, but this is something temporary. Pain, suffering, that goes away after a certain amount of time. So grieve, get it all out, and get back to the drawing board, get on your horse, and if you truly believe in yourself and your abilities, man, start grinding, man. That's all you can do. You can't control anything else. You can't control what people think about you. I got knocked out. Oh, Aljamain has no chin, blah, blah, blah. He can't stand up, blah, blah, blah. People talk because they have mouths, and social media allows them to do it, but they will never ever make this walk and do what we do and put it all in the mind for the world to judge it, to see it, to chase a dream. It's one thing to sit there and always say, I wish I could have done that. And it's another thing to go out there and be those guys who are doing this, and who go out there.
This is it, DC. This is the beginning of your final training camp ever.
Yes, can you believe that?
By the way, I don't believe it for a second.
It would be awesome. It'd be awesome.
You know what's going to happen? Jones is going to beat Francis. You're going to beat Stipe. You guys are going to do the trilogy at heavyweight.
I would not be goaded into fighting again after this.
This is it.
Into the sunset. I'm going to ride. I'm going to ride that. I'm going to ride my old buggy like the Beverly Hillbillies into the sunset, popping and just going crazy down the road. I'm going to be ready to go. I love it though, man. I love the game, but I'm really loving the commentary. I'm really loving what life looks like after fighting, but I have unfinished business before I can do that.
Okay, so you're confident this is going to happen now. You don't feel like you need to tell him, let's go, champ. It sounds like the engine is revving on the other side.
It's starting like, it sounds like Stipe wants to make me shut up. Mondays have got to be like the worst day of the week for him because he knows that I'm saying something. So now he's probably like, okay, I finally get to go shut this dude up.
night for the bantamweights. You guys put on the show, and not only crazy night for the bantamweights, but 2 ridiculous knockouts. Whose was better, yours or O'Malley's?
Mine was way better, way vicious. You know, my dude couldn't get up. You know, if you're talking in terms of that style, you know, stylistically, Sunsal is leap years ahead of any adversary that Sugar's ever fought. You know, it's no comparison. You can't. There's no characteristics like that. So, you know, hats off to him. He did good. Went out there and performed. Got a knockout victory. But it can't compare when you're fighting the top 5 in the world. He's never fought anyone in the top 15. So that's a huge difference when you're able to starch people like that at each level, each, you know, rankings, top 5, top 10. Those are hard to get into. You know, the top 10 in our division is crazy. I mean, I think Dominic Cruz ranked 12th. You know, he's one of the best. You know, so that's how shark-filled our division is, and I'm happy to be leading the pack.
Conor never wanted to fight Tony from beginning, from years ago, because he understands Tony. He have nothing to gain from beating him, and he's probably going to beat him, maybe. You know, Gaethje take the chance, went in there, put on a master performance, and now you say Gaethje fight, right? And I have to do right by Gaethje. After this fight, I told Gaethje, I'm being real with you. If you fight this comeback, you're probably going to make a lot of money. A lot more than you make it. And he said, you know, my parents, my mother and my father raised me better. My integrity to myself, to my family, to the sport, it worth a lot more money than what Conor McGregor had, right? Conor McGregor now, he needs to sit down. And, you know, the poor girl, Amanda Nunes have such an amazing performance, dominant performance. And he chose a time to steal her moment, you know, to show what kind of person he is. Just wait till Monday. But he know he don't want to see, he jealous. He want people to talk about him. But these 2 guys, these 2 kings will fight. If Justin win, you know, Justin might fight him. Khabib win, he better go down to 145 because his ass is not getting a title at 170 or 155. Listen, right now we control the marquee division. We control the 170 division and 155 division. Sometimes we on top, sometimes I'm bottom. As long as I'm around, if it's up to me, Conor McGregor is not even going to touch title. I don't care what everybody say. Or maybe he's going to give up half of his. So he have to do something or dance for us or something. But realistically, nobody care about it.
We'll see. I seen Ariel and NBC saying, "Oh, I hope they don't give him Cody." I don't think, I'm not scared to fight those kind of guys. Like when in my mind, when I look at my skill set versus his skill set, I'm better. It's not. But let's take Smarter fight. Hey, he's a dangerous fight for sure, 100%. Anyone that throws the right hand like that is dangerous. But I don't want to not. And we'll fight someday. We'll 100% fight someday. He's still, decent. He's still pretty young, so I think that's a potential big fight. That's a big pay-per-view fight here in the next couple of years. He keeps winning. I keep winning. That's a big fucking fight. So I think that'll probably be someday. What a beast in his own right to be able to come back from getting knocked out 3 times. Grew his beard out a little bit, try to add, maybe a little cushion there, and it might have worked. But I'll slice right through that fucking beard.